All right, all right. I'm gonna get started a little bit early tonight. Shout out to the Mackies and Maniacs. Shout out to everybody that purchased the book Sprung, and a special shout out to the Picaro seat, Eyeball Torrez, and his book review. I want to also give a special shout out to all those that Cash App Cutes yesterday or last night or today, and he was really appreciated. On behalf of Cutes, I'm gonna say he's very appreciative of those cash apps. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I probably should have done this without a live audience because y'all know y'all gonna mess me up and start asking questions and saying things that's gonna ruin my focus. But nevertheless, I want to go live anyway. And while it's fresh on my mind, I want to respond to Eyeball Tour's book review. Now, first, S-Mac, my partner Shawnee Mac sent me the video first. I didn't have time to watch it at first. As you guys know, I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos. So I finally, after hours go by, after a pretty decent day, I find time to sit down and watch it. I watched the entire video from the beginning to the end. And although I didn't like two or three things he said, he was correct. He was on point. So he didn't say nothing that wasn't true. I just didn't like it. But it was very unbiased. He gave you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I appreciate that. And it was actually a well-rounded, great review. And that's all that count. It was a great review. That's all that really count. I'm probably just nitpicking because it's me. And some things I take personal. But again, he didn't say nothing wrong. So that ain't on him. That's something I got to deal with myself, right? So let me try to address this and then I'll answer whatever questions you guys got. Um, First of all, my mother. I didn't really get what he was saying because he was kind of either reluctant to really go in about my mother, the lack of mention in the book. I don't know if he was just trying to be nice and not disrespectful, or he had a point that he forgot. But let me explain to Eyeball and to whoever may have seen the review. First of all, I love my mother dearly. I speak about my mother all the time. The thing about me is when I meet women, not so much lately, because I've learned after 50 something years, but I would say any woman I met over the last 4 or 5 years, prior to the last 4 or 5 years, I always talk about my mother. I talk about her in great detail. A lot of times I use her as my standard for what I like in a woman and respect in a woman. So the reason why moms isn't mentioned in the book is because that's not my autobiography. This book sprung. I've mentioned this a few times, but I'm gonna be clear because we're talking about the book. The reason why my mother's not mentioned in the book a lot is because I was writing an autobiography. I never put the autobiography out because I was always deleting chapters and rewriting chapters. And so this book sprung is actually pieces taken out of my autobiography. So that's all this is. It's a collective effort of stories from my autobiography placed into a book based on gambling, my gambling experiences. So that's what this book is about, and that's why my mother's not really included in that. On top of it, a lot of women have, they kind of feel inferior or feel like I love my mother too much. And so I've tried over the last 4 or so years to try to back off so much speaking on moms. Another thing, too, my mother died in 1997. This book is published in 2015. So it's 18 years of that book. My mother didn't exist any longer in flesh. So that's the reason why moms wasn't mentioned as much as some people probably would like. Uh, But Mom's taught me everything, man. She taught me about life. She taught me about women. And Mom's didn't agree with me gambling. Just in case anybody needs to know that. Moms didn't like me gambling, but what she did do is she was supportive of all of her kids, whether they were on drugs, gambling addiction, jail, prison. You know what I mean? So moms would tell me to set limits, put limits on your gambling. If you lose, you quit. Moms would also tell me after a loss, just go get your room somewhere, go relax, take a vacation, go fly somewhere, and enjoy the weekend, come back and start over fresh. So moms was very supportive and caring, right? So I don't want nobody to miss that point. And then I think, and this is just what I gathered, I think Eyeball, well, I know for sure he was making points about my mother, but I think he got lost in one of his points because he started reading about the cutlass that I had with the music and the rims, and I sold the cutlass. And then he stumbled like, oh, well, that wasn't about his mom. No, it really was about my mother. Eyeball got lost, or I didn't finish the story in the book. I didn't look at the book to know, but this is what happened. I'm gonna give you guys what happened. So what happened is somewhere around 1992, I'm not even sure the year, man. Just know 93, 94, 92, I believe. I had sold all my cars. I wasn't working, wasn't really hustling hard. I was down on my luck. Gambling had took me way down on my luck. My son was either being born or my son was just born. And my mother felt like I should have a car. Like, it's no way you should be a father and you can't go see your son. No way a father should not be able to go pick his son up and bring his son to the house. You know what I'm saying? So moms surprisingly tells me to get in the car with her one day. I'm like, why? She's like, boy, just get in the car with me. I jump in the car with moms and we go to this little off-the-wall car lot that was located on Crenshaw in about 76 at the time, 75th, 76 at the time. Little hole in the wall. Some Mexicans ran this place, and they got some old buckets, old clean cars though. They clean, old titles are clean. And moms tell me, you see anything you like? I'm like, nah. Because I wasn't a Cutlass Regal type of guy, right? And so they got this clean Cutlass. And, that car is nice. Mom's like, get it. I'm like, I don't want that car. She like, boy, you better get a car. So it was cheap. I don't remember how much. Maybe, might have been like $2,800 or something like that, $2,900. So we go ahead and get the car. So now I got a Cutlass. That's how I got the Cutlass. My mother bought the Cutlass. My mother bought all her kids a car except me. Moms ain't never bought me a car. I always did for myself. So now mom's bought me a car. I'm in my 20s already. Mom's bought me a car. And so I fixed the car up. I get one of the homies, I'm not going to mention his name at this point, to go steal me a car. I take him to steal me a car. So we put the European front end on it. And I go buy some Daytons, some 20s. And I go get the car painted. So now I got this, and I get the inside detail. So now I got this cool Cutlass that you guys have seen. You may have seen it when it was metallic light blue. That was the original color, factory color paint. And then when you see it with a little different type of blue is when I painted it with the European front end. So what happened is, eventually, again, I fall on my luck. I sell the car, but I sell the car. I don't remember the price. I don't want to lie. I'm gonna just say, I think I sold the car for like $4,800 or $5,000, and so it was a come up for me. I'm like, man, nice old Cutlass. Yeah, I sold that sucker, and mom's was mad about it. She was upset about it because me being selfish and ununderstanding. I sold the car, and moms felt like, if you're gonna sell the car, I got you. You should have gave me some of that money. I immediately took the money to a crap game, and I lost every dollar. I lost the whole amount. I lost the entire car. I didn't give moms. I didn't even buy her a apple fritter from Winchell's. I didn't buy her a six malt liquor beer from Buddha Market. I didn't buy her nothing. I didn't give her nothing. I didn't offer to pay a bill, anything. Go get her nails done, nothing. So Miles was a little upset about it. She never got mad, didn't want to talk to me, but she expressed that to me. She told me, she like, you sold the car I bought you. You didn't even offer me anything. You didn't give me nothing. So I think that's where Eyeball was going with that. Or I forgot to put it in the book. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what that story was about. Now, what I learned from Eyeball's analysis is that I had always been looking for a quiet environment, even way back then. I never knew that. You guys hear me talking about being peaceful and quiet now, where I don't have a woman saying you spilled crumbs, or there's dishes in the sink, or your shoes ain't in the closet. I don't have none of that. I always talk about that to you guys. Well, I didn't realize I was on that page way back then. Eyeball brought that to my attention when he's talking about how I was looking for peace. I never even realized it. So I don't know if it's just something natural or something that I inherited and it just kept it going to present day. So I thought that was real interesting that Eyeball had pointed that out. Now, one of the things I didn't like was he talked about my immaturity. Again, he was on point, though. He's absolutely on point. And I'm going to say this. You guys see me on live all the time. I can be immature. I don't know what it is about me, but I am immature. So he was absolutely right. He was on point. And I know that wasn't really his point because later on he came back to that and he kind of explained it. So I'm going to come back to that. Eyeball and whoever watched his review should understand that. And I think Eyeball kind of knew because he sort of mentioned it or questioned it. A lot of that stuff was written in the 90s and early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. So I was immature then. Not only was I immature, I was still in the streets. No matter what my age was back then, I was still in the streets. I was still messing up, still doing things I shouldn't have been doing, things that I don't do today and probably wouldn't do today. Those days are long behind me, long past. And so he was on point. Some of the things I wrote was immature. Some of the things I talked about was immature. Second thing I didn't like, but I respect the fact this is his opinion. I respect the fact that as a reader, you guys draw your own conclusions. Again, he was on point with this too. But I think there needs to be some explanation. He talked about me being braggadocious. I think most of my viewers that know me that tap in, you guys know I ain't really a braggadocious type of person. I beat myself up all the time. It says it in the beginning of the book, and even Eyeball pointed it out that I beat myself up a lot when he talked about the father figure and stuff. I beat myself up all the time. He talked about being at Whiskey Pete's when the pit boss wanted me to put the bet in on the White Sox against the Angels. I was beating myself up then. I beat myself up all the time. So I feel like this. Anytime I up myself, anytime you might view me as bragging, I feel like I deserve that. I feel like I deserve to brag on myself sometime. Why not? Like I ain't always broke, bum, dummy that can't win, does nothing right in life, right? I'm not a slip rock. I'm a Kev Mac, man. The Mac alone tells you that I have some good days, right? So I'm not always braggadocious. I actually downplay myself. And you guys know that because you talk about it all the time. I will not take compliments, but I will accept criticism in a heartbeat because that's just how I am. Like, I can be a bigot figure if I want to, but I don't paint myself out to be that way. Most things I believe is for the audience to figure out, assume, and perceive in which they wish to do that, right? I do. I take the high road a lot of times. You're right. So another explanation to that is like, because he specifically talked about the woman calling me skinny and I'm calling her fat. I wasn't trying to be immature when I wrote about that or be immature when I would call a woman fat. What I was doing was, if you can dish out criticism, well, you better be willing to accept my criticism. And y'all know this about me. I'll let the trolls come in here. I'll let the naysayers come in here and say what they want to say. But just be willing for me to clap back. You know, I always say my gun work too. I know how to clap back. So you have to be willing, if you're going to dish it out and call me skinny, be willing to accept me calling you fat. They call this calling a ball and a strike, right? So that's all that is. When you throw that fastball at me, be ready to get a fastball back. I might throw a curveball at you. You feel me? So that's all that was. I had a complex, and to this day, I still fight myself with having a slight complex. Is that growing up, and even as an adult, and even with this YouTube madness, sometimes I don't get the respect that I deserve. And so I flex up a lot. Whether I show it and express it to the public or not is something different. But sometimes I flex up. And I'm going to give you an example. Coming up, you got the shooters, right? They known to be shooters, or they known to be killers, right? Well, Kev ain't all that. Kev didn't do this, that, or the other. Whether they know it or don't know it, Kev didn't do this, that, or the other. Kev wasn't on deck when this happened or around when this happened, right? Well, I get great pleasure as the decades go by. A lot of these killers was rats. A lot of these killers turned state evidence. A lot of these killers told on their crimes. A lot of killers offered to give the DA information on other murders so they can get off theirs, or they could get a manslaughter or some shit, right? So I take great pride in that. I don't think it's an immaturity thing. I just think it's just me feeling vindicated. Like, yeah, you thought you was all that 20, 30 years ago, but you really the worst of the worst. Like, you the bottom of the barrel. You failed at what you thought you excelled at. And when you thought I failed, I really excelled. You feel me? So it's just a personal thing, Eyeball Torrez, with me. You know, it's almost like vindication or vendetta. You feel me? Because a lot of people have said offensive things to me, from women to gang members, cops, teachers, family members, friends, you know what I'm saying? And so I would overlook a lot of them things, but I always kept them in the back of my mind. I always built up these personal complexes. And some are with individuals, some are just overall in the whole street thing, the whole gangbang atmosphere and things like that. Sometimes your number is called and green means go. Absolutely. So where Eyeball kind of cleaned that up, and this is what he was talking about, and this is what I'm talking about, is he came full circle with it. And he realized, and he told his audience that I matured later on in my writing. So I'm going to explain that. So what happened, homie, is when I'm working on my autobiography in the 90s, and I'm throwing out chapters, I'm throwing away the whole book, and I'm coming back in the 2000s. Now we're talking like 2010, 2012, 2013. Well, I am maturing because I'm a lot older. I'm a lot over. I'm at least, I'm at minimal 15 years older. So yeah, I did mature, and you see that in the writing. Could I went back and changed the writing? Absolutely. But as a writer, I ain't no established author of multiple books. Never went to school to study or become an author. But when you look back, and Eyeball had touched on it, he didn't home in on it, but he touched on it. He questioned whether it was because I was going back into time. And yeah, I absolutely was. Number one, because that's how I am, even when I tell my stories. I give it to you how it was in that time frame that I'm talking about, coupled with the fact that I wrote this shit a long time ago. So that's all that was. I did mature as a writer and an adult. So Eyeball got that right. And I'm glad he circled back and mentioned that, because that's exactly what it was. And I'm sure everybody understands that. But as far as bragging and stuff, I'm usually very well reserved. I'm not really no bragger like that. And if I wanted to be, just to make a point and prove a point, if I really wanted to be, I could dig out them $80,000 winning tickets. I could dig out 100,000 cash in my hand, stacks of money, right? I can dig into the night that I was at the crap table with over 100,000 chips. So it's not about bragging, because there's no competition. Like, what author or what gambler am I comparing myself to? And the answer is none. The book is just clearly based on my life. Even Eyeball admits he never seen no book written like this. I haven't either. That doesn't mean this is the only or the first book written like that, because I was talking to my homie Baby Wino one time. And Baby Wino said he likes books like mine because he's read books like mine. And I'm like, really? Like, who? I ain't never seen no book like that. But according to Baby Wino, there are books like that already. I never seen them. Like, who talks about gambling in a book from the streets? I've never seen that. Never heard nobody else say that. So yeah, I'm just pulling out shit from my autobiography and putting the gambling stuff together. This enabled me to put a book out. This made me become an author. I don't know if known author or not, but officially I got a book out. Officially, the title author fits KevMac. So that's what that was about. It was a unique concept, and at least I thought it was a unique concept, and had never seen it before. Didn't know anybody talked about the street level of gangbanging and gambling that I did, and taking it to Las Vegas to the casinos. Most dudes I know, and I didn't even put in the book how I used to jump on the airplane with 30 racks. I got homies scared to get on the airplane with more than 9 racks. I've never had a problem getting on the plane with 30 racks. No matter what anybody say about they watching you, or you have to prove where this money come from, or you go through metal detectors. I'll say it again. I've never been jacked up about how much money I was carrying on the airplane. I have been jacked up because I failed gunpowder tests, but never an issue with my money. They never confiscated no money. They never done anything like that in the airport with me, but I didn't put that in the book. Maybe it is appropriate for the autobiography. I don't know, but this goes back to the bragging thing. Some things I won't even tell you guys. I won't even put in a book. I won't even say on live, because I know people ain't gonna believe it. So I don't want to just tell stories as people's gonna think I'm just making shit up, right? So I'm very well reserved, and I'm aware of what type of information I put out and don't put out. And I put out a lot of information, but I always maintain that I only let you guys know what I want to let you know. I don't let you guys know what I don't want to let you know, right? Just to try to keep my shit and my personality, my life believable rather than unbelievable, right? Um, I'm conscious that some of you guys, not the Mac Kids and Maniacs, but viewers, that stumble across me or hear about my gambling stories. I'm conscious that you guys are offended by the type of money a non-employed thug will run across, right, without robbing a bank or something, right? I understand that. And that's your bad. I mean, I'm sorry if you never thought outside the box and you never got to enjoy life financially or the finer things in life. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. But, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. Sometimes you got to get out and live, man. Like all of us got a friend or a family member, or it could possibly be a rider, right? I mean, a rival. If you can come to grips with making peace with your rival, hang out with that rival one time. See what he's about. Talk to him. Maybe you can experience some bigger things in life, some better things in life. You feel me? I wrote a book, homie. What are you talking about? That's what this is about. I'm responding to a book review. I stated the book was published in 2015. I already wrote a book. I didn't make no millions. People can't even fathom some of those stories are true. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. When I've seen comments on other people's channel and where they were saying that I was lying and exaggerating, and common sense says this didn't happen. He didn't have that much money. That's not common sense. That's uncommon sense. So I wanted to touch on that. I've been talking about that for the last few days because it's been on my mind. And it's not that I'm mad. It's just like, damn, man, like I feel bad for our people because how old are you and what type of life did you have if you can't fathom a brother from the streets of Los Angeles with 13 racks? I run across dudes with chains worth more than 13 racks. Dudes is in cars, although they may not be purchasing the cars. Dudes are riding around in $50,000 and $60,000 cars. Or let's even go down to a $30,000 or $28,000 car. Like, so you saying a dude from the streets of LA or a woman can afford a new car, but Kev can't have 13 racks in his pocket. Like, man, where did you grow up, homie? Like, I don't get that. Like, where's your logic at? And so for our people overall, I hate that Black people are so oppressed. Black people are so limited in their financial status and their knowledge of money and the rest of the country that they think so small in 2023. Like, dudes got more than 13,000 on them on money from the government, unemployment money and all that other stuff they was getting. Like, nigga, 13 ranks ain't nothing, man. Like, come on, man, wake up, quit hating. Don't let your hate for Kev or your hate for a Crip or your hate for the 60s to be so overwhelming that now you lack common sense. Now that you lack thinking outside the box. Like, don't put yourself in a box so small. I don't want to see our people like that. I want our people to be able to understand my stories and engage in conversation with the things that I and other YouTubers talk about. Like, this should be a back and forth conversation. Like, damn, yeah, you lost 13 racks or you won 13 racks. You won 20. Wow, how did it feel? Where'd you win it at? When did you first win? You feel me? Thomas Moore. Bro, I've been working on the Blue Channel, right? The Black Channel is a subsidiary to the Blue Channel. The Blue Channel is the main focus. The Blue Channel is what made Kev and what make these videos possible. The Black Channel is for the live streams and whatever bonus footage I could put on here. So the stories is just a bonus, homie. It was really trying to get out of the lane that so many other people jumped in. So I started telling stories. But the other channel has a lot more subscribers, has damn near 3 times, let me see, 40, 120, 3. It almost has 3 times the amount of viewership that we have on the Black Channel. So the Blue Channel is still more important as far as gaining notoriety and getting a bigger audience than the Black Channel. because everybody don't like live streams. All right, so Thomas, I hope I answered your question, man. I haven't stopped doing stories. I just haven't had time to do stories. And to be perfectly honest, not that it's your business, but to be perfectly honest, the stories are more profitable than the history and the live streams. I know you guys might see some super chats. You might see some cash outs, but it's an actual fact that the stories that I tell are more profitable than gang history and the live streams. So I'm not purposely avoiding telling stories. I'm trying to get the other channel back in motion. You feel me? So, I've always been versatile. Always had my hand in different things. I did graffiti while I gangbang. I sold drugs while I gangbang. I sold drugs while I did graffiti. I was a player when I was hustling. I was a player when I was gangbang. Always been versatile. I'm not limited to one thing. Like when you hear dudes say, I was a gang member. I was a gang member. I'm front line, man. All I knew was gangbang. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, I was more than a gang member. You know what I mean? I write. I play video games. I gambled. I did a whole lot of things, homie. I ain't never pimped, man. I tried my hand once. I just don't have no pimping in my DNA, man. Pimping runs short in my family. So yeah, man. Western Ave, what up, Western Ave? Okay, man, I'm gonna need a story on revolution down in Tijuana. I know you got a story. I don't have no revolution about Tijuana. Only thing I ever went to, I went to Tijuana with my family when I was so young, I don't remember, but we got pictures or a picture. And my sister told me a story about us when we was in Tijuana when I was young. And I went to Tijuana twice because they told me you could get a J-Lo for under $100. So when I found that out, I had to go to Tijuana to find a J-Lo for under 100. They wasn't lying, man. You could get a Rosie Perez or a Jennifer Lopez for $50, man. Real talk. So yeah. But nah, Tijuana ain't my thing, man. I don't know what Polaroid question you asking about, man. Kevmac, did Crazy Dog discuss if it was hard for him to adjust the outside world after 4? Well, asking. And the only thing he told me on the phone and during the interview was that, he was disappointed. He was mad that the Browns had lost so much territory. That's all. He didn't go into nothing else. So, I don't want to put words in his mouth and make him tell me how he felt about different things. But yeah. Oh yeah. Southside's a musician. I got that. She got the gift. What's up? Crystal, how you doing tonight? Let me see what else. I guess because the Laker game is on, there's not a lot of audience, right? Because I've been getting over 300 by myself lately, which has been a surprise to me. But with the little homies all on your balls afterwards. I don't know what you're referring to either, but he said be a Kirkland J-Lo, but still a J-Lo. Support the Kevmac video platform by hitting the like button. Yeah, man. Kev, too many factors mess with you for you not to be official. I mean, I'm just saying, I think everybody realize I'm a cool guy and know I ain't no rider or aggressive with my cripping. I think enough dudes already knew I was down from experience with them. I mean, you're going to always have haters that make up lies or give their skewed opinion of a situation or incident. But if it ever comes a time where those stories come out in public, I will respond accordingly with my version. And as I always do, shoot them down and minimize the chest that they got poked out, thinking that they really somebody and really did something. When in my eyes, they ain't did shit and they ain't nobody. So, yeah, I mean, that's really how it go. Kev have Chico being able to tap back in. No, I mean, I want to say Christmas. He responded after Christmas saying he just now seen my message, but Chico Bean is always cordial, if that's what you're asking. We hit each other from time to time. We don't talk about hooking up or doing no interviews or nothing like that. Just a mutual respect. I'm always have love and respect for Chico Bean, just based on he was putting me out there when he was doing concerts and on TV. And I thought that was huge because I got homies that don't even mention me or kevmacvideos when they on platform or when they do interviews. You feel me? So for Chico Bean to come from DC or Baltimore or wherever and mention me and I didn't know him, I thought that was big and very respectful. And so I'm always reciprocate that respect. He gave me like 10 tickets, I believe. Let me see, 4, 5. I think he gave me 8. He gave me 8 tickets to a concert. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? 8 tickets to his concert, backstage pass. Got to go back and mess with him after the concert. I thought that was cool. He didn't have to do that. You feel me? But yeah. He a good dude as far as I know. As far as my relationship with him. Kel, was you big in the jury back in the day when you had money? Actually, I wasn't. One little chain was good enough for me. Feel me? Kelmac stole my ice cream money back in '84 when I lived on Hyde Park and 10th Ave. I'm still traumatized. Keith Claus, stop it, man. Why would you even make up something like that, Keith Claus? You already know a 60 ain't got to rob you for nothing. A 60 just beat your ass when they see you talking bad to your girlfriend, man. Come on, man. Come on, Keith Claus. That would have been your first beat down before the one filmed, homie. Like, we would have video of you on 10th Ave at the ice cream truck getting mopped up way before the other video came out. Now I'm kind of upset that we wasn't the first ones to mop you up. I'm kind of mad now that these youngsters got to mop you up, man. They got a Keith Claus up under their belt, man. I can't say that. No, but in all seriousness, Keith Claus is just joking. Why dude from Gary wanna what? No, Claus can clown however he want, man. And that's me and Claus' relationship, man. I mentioned it once before. A couple people said, "Man, you ain't right. You disrespectful. Why you always on Keith Claus like that?" They don't realize Keith Claus used to send me messages on Instagram clowning me, right? So we got this back and forth joke thing going on. So Claus got a green light like Crystal and Uncle Buck. Like they can get at me whenever they want, however they want. It's all in love. It's all in fun and jokes, man. It's all good. I don't get offended by Keith Claus jokes. Some of you others, though, if I think you're trolling or I don't recognize the name, yeah, I might get a little hot up under the skin a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go, Suge. Old Mumpy quote, right? Yeah, Western Ave, we always clowning. That's what's up. Dude wants to fade cartoon and C-Mac, but he acting scared. I don't know about that. I don't know who that is. So, yeah. I mean, I try my darnest. Like, I didn't want to cuss like cartoon don't either. I try my darnest, me and Cutes, Crazy, few people that come on this channel. We don't really encourage all the youthfulness, as Eyeball Torrez would say, the immaturity. I mean, I'm with the immaturity, but the violence amongst old men fighting as if we youth. I try to disengage in that type of behavior. Kev, you got any stories with the 90s? I don't know if I got any stories, but the 90s, I mean, in my time out there, it was always 6090960. Yeah, we was cool with the Harlems. We was cool with the 40s. Always been tight with the 111s, but it was always 6090960 with me. And so yeah, we hung together. 90s came in the hood with no other sets but the First Street East Coast and Six Deuce East Coast. 8-9 East Coast will come to the hood. But I do got a Space Ghost story from 1992 at Hoover Park. You might want to Google that. Point me to a better review of Sprung. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Buy the book and read it for yourself. Do a better review. I'll wait. Well, somebody said something about your review, Eyeball. Because SMAC thought it was great and on point, and so did I. Like I said, I took two or three things personal. But it's not because you said nothing wrong. You feel me? It's just like looking in the mirror, like, damn, I don't like that booger in my nose, right? I don't like that lipstick on my neck, So no, it was very enlightening. Great review by Eyeball Torrez. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I mean, it's better than some of this wasted material that we see on YouTube, wasting gigabyte storage on the wide world web, right? But I don't know who Eyeball's talking to, but no, it was a good review though. Matter of fact, I sent the review to some family members that I don't even talk to, and one family member that's we're in a strange relationship right now. So I thought it was decent. I mean, I thought it was better than decent. I thought it was good. Yeah, absolutely. He gave him props. Let me take you back. I said overall, it was a great review. Overall means the bottom line. Great review for like the 10th time. Even the parts that I didn't really like, he didn't say anything wrong. He was on point. He was correct. He just laid it down from his perception, and he was very unbiased in his approach. So great review, man. You can't take that away from him. And then the homie S-Mac said it was a great review. S-Mac is a pretty good critic and a critical thinker. And if he thought it was disrespectful or he said anything wrong, he would have pointed it out. And that's not what he did. He said it was a great review that was on point, and I agree. Yeah, I mean, anybody saying otherwise, I mean, let it go. Just let it go. It was a good review. Great review. Mac, are most street soldiers buried in some general cemetery in South LA, Compton, and Water? Yes, they are. You got two cemeteries in Compton. Then you got Rose Hills. You got the Inglewood Cemetery, and you got the cemetery on Washington. Those are the ones most people are buried at. I'm sure Santa Monica, maybe Venice, some of those West LA tourists may go to one of the other cemeteries westward, like in Santa Monica. I'm guessing, but I'm named 5 of the biggest, 5 of the most general to answer your question. Harrison Ross ain't a cemetery though, but yeah. Just buried my grandma in Inglewood last month. Yeah. I had a situation where I was in prison, and my niece from Inglewood family was in prison, and my 2 brothers was in prison. That's one of the most embarrassing moments in my life, that my mother had all her sons in prison when she passed, and a niece. And me and my niece, we were denied to go to her funeral. And she died 7 months before I was released. And my thing was this: how she's cool, she's straight, My thing is, how was I too violent and too much of a threat to society to attend my mother's funeral, which became a memorial? I can't attend her memorial, but you're going to release me in 7 months. Like, that didn't make sense to me. So they came up with this lie, and I have the paperwork. I just never figured out how or when to use it. But my counselor, I don't think I have to tell you guys what race he is or was or is, decided to write a review and say I showed no interest in attending my mother's funeral. Like, check this out. I just thought of a punchline. This will tell you what race he was. What type of white lie was that? I'm gonna leave it at that. What type of white lie was that? How nigga ain't, man, come on, man. I love and admire my mama. How the hell I didn't want to go to the damn funeral? Damn liars. That's cold, though. That's how they do prisoners. And so that, if you're a critic or hater, Republican, you probably say, well, that's good. You're in prison. Serve your time. You don't need to go to your mama's funeral. But if you have some type of love for the human race, or criminal, or mom's love for the kid and the kid's love for mom, you gotta understand that was just cold-blooded. Like, that's cold. Like, that's how they take advantage of people that's locked up. Like, you just gonna put that lie out in the atmosphere and document it, right? I thought that's what I don't know. I don't know what I said, but I thought I said little white lie. Whatever I said, okay, I meant a little white lie. I don't know what the hell I said, but do you remember the last good memory with your mom in person? Absolutely, man. Come on, man. Great question. Yeah, I remember. Oh, wait. Well, nah, yeah, because I'm gonna say my last good memory was her coming to visit me in prison. So yeah, I remember. Now check this out. When your mind start playing tricks on you, when you feeling down and out and stuff, like Eyeball talked about me feeling like that in the book. And I was amazed that he captured that he actually, as a reader that didn't converse with me about what he was going to say in his review, he hit home. And he was right on point when he talked about how my subconscious and stuff goes. When my mama died, man, like, she was supposed to come see me. She was supposed to come see me on the weekend, on a Saturday. And moms didn't come. So I figured something was wrong. Figured maybe she mad at me. Maybe she's sick. So I'm calling, and moms don't answer. Still thinking she's probably sick, but now I'm starting to wonder, is mom's mad at me? What's going on? Like, I can't figure it out. Now I find out mom's died, right? This is cold. They could do a movie about this. I find out mom's died, and the Saturday comes again. I get dressed up for a visit. I'm all ready to go on a visit to see my mama. Moms didn't come because moms had passed. So that it hit home, and I was hurt, man. I could feel it right now. Like, I could really feel my emotion right now, how hurt I was, because I was in denial. Like, I didn't want to believe that moms had passed. You know what I mean? And on top of what the counselor did and all that, man, and how the system talked about my violence and all that shit hurt it. All that shit hurt it, because you got to take in all of that. You can't separate one incident from the other. This is all going on at the same time, and it's all related to the same situation. But yeah, I remember my last visit with my mother. She brought my son and my daughter to see me. So yeah, I remember that real well. My daughter was, let me do the math. My daughter was 3. My daughter was 3 and my son was 5. And so my daughter didn't really know me like that. So it was special when my daughter came to visit me. Because when I went to jail, remember the high-speed chase? My daughter was probably, around a year. Probably just turned a year. My daughter just turned 1. And so when that happens, it's with the police drawing down on us, the helicopter over us. So I kind of didn't want her to remember that anyway, but I kind of wanted her to remember she in her daddy's arms. Daddy's protecting her, keeping the police from drawing guns on her and stuff. I wanted her to remember that, but it's probably great that she didn't remember going to jail, me going to jail with her in the car. So I'm in the county jail. They coming to see me all the time in the county jail. So put my hand on the glass window. I think I've seen that in the movies, or I might have seen Monster Cody do it. But you put your hand on the window, because you can't touch through the glass window. So we'll do that with my son and my daughter all the time. They would like to put their hand on my hand through the window and stuff. So then when I get to prison, my daughter didn't know who I was at first, and she wouldn't come to me. But she opened up to me when she seen that my son knew me well, and my son would always play with me, jump on me, and then she would start to come to me. And then, like, in the visiting room, you could go outside into Hatchby. So they had swings and monkey bars and shit. And so I would take her out there and put her on a swing and push her. She loved that. But the cold part, the saddest part, when Mom's brought him to see me that last time, my daughter started crying because she didn't want to leave me. My daughter didn't want to leave. And so I always remember that, like, damn, Mom's brought my daughter to see me. We had a great time that day. My mom's got to see me interact with my daughter and just see the love. And that got to be my mother's last memories of us. So yeah, it was, I definitely remember that. I even wrote Moms a letter. You know what I mean? I wrote Moms a letter. My damn sister opened the letter like, you ain't supposed to open no letter. That's against the law, right? That letter was between me and my mama. You're not supposed to open my letter. But yeah, I wrote her a letter. Of course, she couldn't return the letter. But I'm asking her a letter like, what's up? What's wrong? Why you not answering my call? Why you didn't come see me like you were supposed to? Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, man, crazy situation, man. But I remember well, man. And I got the paperwork from the lawyer, man. I mean from the CDC that the counselor had wrote, man. That was some cold stuff. Who in the hell in this chat cutting onions? Probably you. Oh shit. I guess you're talking about the crying, right? But if you smell anything up in here, it's at your house, Crystal. It ain't in the chat room. Yeah, man, I don't mind sharing, but it was hard sharing. Man, Kev, what's up with that hack with the hack gang? What's up with the hack gang? What's up? Talk to me. Oh no, she really still with me. I got an iron, man. I got Moms in an iron. So yeah, she really is still with me. Like Moms go where I go down there. At least I come home to Moms still. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, Krista. Don't worry about it. Harley Franklin. Yeah, appreciate the comment. Coming to Vegas for the Pro Bowl. Which casino had the best buffet? Man, I don't even know buffet at the casino, but let me see. Oh, I don't know, bro. You gotta ask somebody else, man. I don't know. Because most, oh, I know which one. It's one downtown next to a casino. I don't know the name of it. But that one, it's real big, got a variety of different dishes. Can't think of the name of it. It's by the Greyhound bus station, though. Like if you parked at Greyhound and you walk like 2 buildings north, I believe, it's right there. But the average casino buffet is very bland. It's like prison food. If you've never been to prison, just go to a buffet in Vegas or a buffet in Hawthorne. That's what prison food tastes like. Like you don't get none of the extras. No flavor to it, you know. 49ers should beat the Cowboys. I told my brother. My brother's a big Cowboy fan since we was kids. He never cheered for another football team in his life. I told him the Cowboys going to lose to the 49ers. His response was, it's going to be a good game. Yeah, it's a spot in Hawthorne. I forgot the name of it. It was somewhere near the old mall. They had a buffet on the corner. I think they used to have a shoe store over there. It was not far from the old surplus over there. I don't know the name of it. The Rio got all you can eat seafood and all you can drink beer and wine. Man, I wouldn't eat nothing at the Rio. You know why? When COVID came, the Rio was one of them casinos that couldn't survive. The Rio was down and out, dingy looking, dark, half out of business. Man, I wouldn't trust nothing in the Rio right now. They finally back up and running. Ain't no telling where they getting their food from or what they putting in it, who they got cooking. Yeah, hometown buffet. That's it. Yeah, you guys right. You guys are absolutely correct. Hometown buffet. Eyeball tours. They talk. I was talking about hometown buffet. Shaniqua, what up? I mean, what's going on with you? Okay, Level Up Greedy said he used to live over there. Yeah, but I used to go to Excalibur buffet. I thought they was the best buffet at the time. And when I say best, I don't mean the food was better. I just thought it was better service and more convenient than some of the other buffets. The Stardust had a decent buffet back in the day. Of course, that casino don't exist no more. And still messing with M&M and Louis Burgers. All right, all right. Hometown buffet has a lot of calories. Oh, you count calories on me? I thought only women counted their calories and shit. It make a lot of sense with some of the comments you be saying. I get it now, Terrell Brown. I get it, Terrell. I get it. You watching your calories. I get it. Resorts World. I haven't ate at Resorts World. That's one spot I haven't ate at. What's that other spot down there, though? Old gangster spot with the swimming pool. What's that old gangster casino right by Resort Casino? Like if you walk out onto what is that street? You know the street where they got doing the dances and the bands and all that shit. And then it's right to the right. They got good food. Now I would take one of y'all there to eat. If one of y'all in Vegas chilling for a couple days and I find a time, I would take you guys. No, not Tropicana. We talking way down by Resort World downtown. I would take you guys to that spot. I think their food is pretty good. I'm a pretty picky eater, and I like that spot there. I took my sister and niece there. I treated them there one time, and then I took them to that Japanese restaurant on Paradise one time. It's one spot of Vegas. They got some bomb tacos. Just pack a couple tuna fish sandwiches, more money for gambling. What's the name of it again? Who you asking, Jerry Allen? What's the name of what? I'm trying to think of that spot by Resort World. What's the name of that street, first of all? The street that everybody go to. I've never been to Fridays, no. I can't think of the name of that damn place. Is it Golden Nugget? Is the Golden Nugget right there? I think it's the Golden Nugget. Yeah, Fremont Street. Exactly. I think the Golden Nugget is right there, right? You can walk outside of Resort World, walk kind of east, and it's on the south side of the street. You like that on South Side Atlantic Drive. It's on the south side, probably cat corner to Resort World when you walk out. I think that's the name of it. I done forgot the name of it already. Shit. Golden Nugget, yeah. I think it's the Golden Nugget. They got some good food there, y'all. So thank me later, right? You ever hear Auntie Kizzy's is fire? What? Hell yeah. Aunt Kizzy is a bad ML. She got to be from the South somewhere. I want to say I took Two Pretty Kenny there one time. Yeah. I think Two Pretty Kenny. I took Two Pretty Kenny there, and Two Pretty Kenny paid for it, I believe. Hot and spicy's all right, man. Yeah. I just don't get around a lot. I don't eat a lot of different places. I don't try a lot of different food. So I'm not one to really tell you what restaurants and what type of food you might like and stuff like that. I just know what I know. What about Peppermill? Yeah, Peppermill is a go-to spot for sure. Only problem with Peppermill is in recent years, Peppermill is too crowded, man. And now they done changed the parking lot. So it's kind of like a turnoff to go to Peppermill. Like, I'm not waiting that long. I'm not fighting for a parking spot. And it's bad enough you on the strip. You got the strip traffic. So Peppermill, I haven't been to Peppermill in a few years, but Peppermill is a good spot. I like Peppermills. It's for your breakfast. And you could go there for lunch or dinner to eat breakfast. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's the breakfast spot that you could eat breakfast all day, right? And I need to give a shout out. I done did a whole hour and I didn't shout out Crip Sag. I got to shout out Crip Sag because Crip Sag did a live this morning talking about how he's loving the Brim history. And then he did a roll call of a lot of the Bloods that I interviewed on my channel. And the first thing I thought is, SAG must have got wind of the people talking about Kev don't interview Bloods. Because he gave a straight roll call of all the Bloods that I've interviewed or that kevmacvideos has interviewed. And Misha G, you hungry? Well, you're supposed to be in Vegas in March. You better eat something before March, girl. Or was that Compton girl? I get y'all confused because both of y'all so beautiful. But or was both of y'all coming to Vegas? So much love from VA 757 in the house. Okay, 757 sound like an airplane to me, but shout out to the VA. I'm coming to take the grandbabies to Paw Patrol on ice in February. All right, I'm not hip to that spot. Okay, Misha says she'll be there. All right, Misha. But you make sure you eat something before March, all right? But yeah, SAG gave it up for me, gave it up for the channel, the magazine, just like Eyeball Torrez did. So they both shouted out Kev today. I'm much appreciative of that, you know. And I've always been cut from the cloth that I think I was telling Melly Mel or somebody today that you don't have to brag on yourself. You don't have to up yourself. You don't have to make yourself be tough, bigger, or better than anybody. Because if that's so, it's for other people to say. It's not for you to say. Like, you can't possibly tell everybody what they're thinking about you. You just can't do that. Unless someone expresses how they feel about you, you can't form the opinion of how everybody else views you, right? You ever hit the sports book at Circle? Yeah. Somebody asked that before. Yeah, I like it. I don't hang out there. It's way on the other side of town. It's nice. I took my sister there, I think twice. I kicked it there one day, watched some games. Real big TVs, comfortable, quiet, spacious. Really good place to go. Matter of fact, that's where I should go for my birthday, man. I should have everybody come to the Sucker for my birthday. And we just chill in the sports book. Maybe that'd be a cool place to go, right? Then we could walk out on Fremont Street. The empty can rattles the most. Brother Kev said he isn't much of a, I don't even know how to pronounce their name, Epicurean. Be at that heated pool in February. Usually they don't open the pools in February in Vegas. You down, Shaniqua? All right, let's make it happen. See if I could get my brother to come out here. Probably not, but it's worth a try, right? I think I'll do that. I know Stan will be down to come, right? You ever thinking about doing another meet and greet? J-Bone, that's what we talking about now, man, for my birthday, man. We can do a meet and greet for my birthday, but it won't be as planned during COVID. We'll just hang out in the sports book, man, and Fremont Street. How about that? So yeah, let's do that, y'all. Let's do that this spring. And we got to figure out a place where most of y'all can stay at, so everybody ain't got to ride all around town, find each other or see each other gambling in the casino, you know. So we'll find a place. Maybe you guys could stay at the Circle. Book your tickets now. But I'll find a better place that we could probably hang out. The Luxor. I don't like the Luxor, man, but I'll put it together since a lot of y'all saying that. I'll put it together. And whoever come. Whoever don't come, don't come. The good part about it, I don't have to rent no hall. I don't have to buy no block of rooms. And I don't have to worry about y'all knowing where I'm at or where I'm sleeping. No, maybe I'll get a room there too. Shit, who knows? But hit me up. And I'll let y'all know the exact date. Matter of fact, I just got to look at the calendar and see what day my birthday falls on. And then we'll figure out the weekend before or the weekend after. Or if it falls on a weekend, we'll do it that weekend. Middle of April, more than likely. Need Cynthia Nunn and Skip Townsend on an interview with you, Kev Mac? Say that again. Do I need them both together? Is that what you're saying? Because they both done interviews already. So I don't know if you're saying they need to do one together or what. And I've done one with Skip, but it wasn't personal. It was more me, Kenya, Ron, and Raymond Watson's daughter. We did it together. I don't know. If you interview Skip and Cynthia Nunn, that's the way I operate. I'm going to go into every interview figuring I know what format, I know what it is I want to talk about. So we talking about Skip and Cynthia Nunn, that would have to be about like gang intervention or prevention, the peace between Bloods and Crips. Because I don't know what else they have in common that I would need those two together for. It would have to be about some peace or something to that effect, right? And you don't want to ask an LA Blood that's a guy with a female from Compton, Peru. Like I don't really see the commonality. What day is it? I'm on the 16th of April, and it's a Sunday, Saturday. April 8th sounds right. April 8th is my homeboy's birthday. I'm laughing because you might have to spend your birthday out here with us, homie. I mean, we falling on the same weekend, bro. Like, we might have to spend it together, man. We're Compton in the 60s together. You know the Long Beach. with Compton and Long Beach together. Now you know you're in trouble. With Compton and the 60s together. Now you know you're in trouble. Yep, that's the first thing popped in my head. Right. On March 30th, okay, another Aries. I got a lot of homies whose birthdays fall between the end of March and early April, mid-April. I'll be in Texas with moms. All right, we could do it the week before, homie. All right, we'll figure it out. All right, let's do it the week before then. We could do it the week before. Because it won't be neither one of our birthdays, but we get to kick it though. But I was planning to come to Vegas anyway for 420. You might have to come early too, King Paul. How much truth do you see in the horoscopes about you, kid? Well, I've never been a horoscope type person. I still ain't. Give a damn about no zodiac sign. I don't believe in that shit. But here's the thing, though. Just being on the internet and really, checking myself out and seeing how other Aries operate. Like when I start finding out a lot of my friends that I grew up with are Aries, and we started celebrating their birthdays all the way up until my birthday, I started to really see how Aries work. Like Mr. Gould being one. I mean, not that I grew up with him, but I'm saying him being an Aries, finding out his ways, and Melly Mel, just a lot of people. Then I figured, oh, that's how Aries act. So whenever you hear me say it's an Aries thing, or I get mad because I'm Aries, that's something that I find with a lot of us. And so I'll throw that Aries thing out there. But you ain't going to hear me talking about nobody else but Virgos, because I found out you Virgos are freaks. So Aries and Virgos is all I'm going to tell you about. Them damn Virgos is freaks, and Aries are nice and passive until they get upset. Aries are very understanding people. But I can't tell you about no Pisces. I can't tell you about no Sagittarius, no Aquarius, none of that shit. You a real Aries, my baby bro and my mom. That's what's up. My niece, the one I tell y'all, my niece's daughter, she's April 12th. And so I love her to death too. She's very similar to me in a lot of ways. Get with Harry-O and do a play about the birthful culture. I mean, I don't know how that's going to happen or why that should happen. But all right, Slowpoke. What eyeballs say? Libras freaks too. and Misha G said facts. All right now. I didn't say anything that night, kid, but I am Virgo too. You just wanted to let everybody know you're a freak too, right? Libras love sex. Really? Where the Libras at? Capricorn gang, Taurus gang. Let me see. Pisces. All I know is this. I got a sister that's a Pisces. My mother was a Taurus. Any Taurus in the building? Comrade number one is a Taurus. Any more Taurus up in here? Mom's was a Taurus. I don't know what the personalities of a Taurus is. One of my baby moms is a Taurus. All Pisces are pimps. Is that right? Damn. I'm going to have to see if Melly Mel was really an Aries. He might be a Pisces. Okay, we got some Taurus in the building, all right. It's all about that ram, though. You know what I'm saying? My mom and my daughter is a Taurus. No, she can't piss me, Kev. Oh, Slick from Campanella was off the hook, wasn't he? October 13th. Let's see, I got a grandson and my father are October babies. Early October, though. May 6th. Okay. Libra, huh? And I didn't ask him about no damn Libras, all right? I asked about Taurus, all right? I asked about Taurus. I didn't ask about no Libra. Girl, what's wrong with you? You just gotta throw that in there. Huh? Taurus are bullheaded. My BM and oldest brother are Taurus. You might have a point there. I don't think mom's was, but you might have a point, huh? Taurus are cool people until you piss them off. Oh shit, Crystal might be on point because when my mama boyfriend pissed her off, mom's went and bought a 12 gauge and bust on his ass. So you just might be right, Crystal. She was cool as hell up until he pissed her off. February 19th. I got a daughter in February. Libras, keep it real, kid, man. Oh, I like that. There ain't too many. Well, it need to be more Libras in this world, especially on YouTube. We got rage issues, no doubt. Well, I'm with all that. Let me see. Oh, shit. Cutes must be. Damn, Cutes might be one. Damn, Cutes at work right now. If y'all got rage, I think Cutes is that. Cutes' birthday is coming up like in a month or two. What if we gave Cutes a surprise birthday party down in San Diego? That would be funny as hell, huh? If I said, hey, Cutes, man, hey, let's have breakfast, homie, for your birthday. And about 30 Mac-heads and maniacs be right there. Surprise! Hey, y'all, tell Cutes, let's go by the water, man. Let's go look at the water. And y'all be sitting in your cars and shit. And then we pull up like where I interviewed him when I was with Barefoot Pookie, and all y'all jump out your car. Surprise! Cutes might pull out a knife and stab y'all. Cutes might get scared, have a flashback, think it's a prison riot going down. Cutes might be like, whoo. I go, who is y'all? Yeah, Cutes. Oh, Cutes is in March then. All right. I hope Slick come to the gathering. Oh no, you can't pee on Slick. His girlfriend gonna be there. You might have to pee on her too. Shit. Cute stay with who? With a Kisu. We are your best friend. Now that shit's hilarious. Let Cute jump out. Who the F for you? Be like, I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend. That would be hilarious. We would have to film that. I need like 5 of y'all to film that shit so we get different angles. We're going to get his left side, his right side, in front of him, and back of him, on top of him, and make a classic ass video. And we're going to title it My Best Friend. We'll get King Real to do a song, My Best Friend, and we'll put Cute's voice in it. And we have Captain Cole scratch it up. Oh, that's my best. That's my best. That's my best friend. And we have Cutes pulling out the knife. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be hilarious, right? Damn, look at all my best friends. That's funny as hell. Oh man, the best friend party. Hey, y'all coming with some good ones right now. Cute's probably laughing his ass off. Bro said on top of him, you're gonna stand on Cute's head. Nah, man, you're gonna stand on the roof of your car and film from above, or you're gonna fly a drone. You know, everybody gotta play their position. Somebody gotta get a up top coverage. Man, that's funny, man. Cute stabs. Cute stabs his best friend. That's hilarious, man. Cute would feel that, I bet, though, jokes aside. Of course he would. Anybody would, right? That would be hell of a hilarious, man. I could see Cute now. Oh, man, thanks, KevMac, man. My Cash App is Cutes777. Cutes pull up on his Harley Davidson like, oh, what's up, best friends? Hilarious, right? Gotta have Cutes on the hook. Now he's my best friend. Okay, we could loop the hook. Oh, that was my best. Oh, that was my best. Oh, that was my best friend. And then we could mix the song Friends. How many of us had them? Oh, that was my best friend. Cutes, the only dude I know that laughs with a straight face. Somebody said I made Cutes laugh the other day. They said, I ain't never seen Cutes laugh. I'm riding the back. Oh, you getting on Cutes Harley? Oh, don't tell Cutes that, boy. Cutes for sure gonna pull up on his Harley. That's a hit. Have Real make that. Have King Real make that. King Real might be listening right now. He's damn, no, he probably sleep right now. But when he run this back, he gonna be like, I got you. I got a Cutes best friend song for you. That Cutes theme music from now on. Yeah, Cutes is a real reserved dude. Cutes is very knowledgeable and he likes to share his knowledge. And he likes to talk to the youth. One time I said, Cutes, man, ain't no kids watching this stuff. He like, yeah, but if we reach one kid, or if a kid or somebody's uncle sits a kid down in front of the screen, he'll get my message. Facts. I just be like, I don't see no kids watching this. Like when that little kid came in and said, my teacher shows us this. Or when little crazy boy's daughter came in and said she watches Kevman. I'm like, wait, hold up. Y'all kids, get up out of here. Like, this is not PG. I'm liable to go off at any moment. Chill. Don't watch kevmacvideos if you're underage. Especially after 9:20 at night. I turn into a whole somebody else at the 9, 10, 20. They both was my buddies. Yeah, that's kind of hilarious. Let me tell you about my best friend. Which one? He got a lot of best friends that was Bloods, too. All his best friends weren't Crips. I expected his best friend to be Tookie. But nah, Monster's his best friend. Pretty Boy's his best friend. Some of them Brims was his best friend, right? Yeah, my son is 14 and he doesn't say he watches Kevmac, but he knows the theme song. You'd be surprised how many people told me their little daughters know the theme song. Yeah, Cute's a very serious guy, without question. Like, you can only slide one joke in with Cutes. After that, Cutes ain't laughing no more. Because Cute's trying to figure out if you're trying to be funny, you're trying to make him a subject matter. Cutes ain't going for more than one joke, man. Get your one joke off, nigga, and let's tighten up after that. Like, get your shit right, nigga. Because while you over there cracking jokes, I'm sharpening the tip of this knife right here. And this ain't no regular knife. This is a Christmas tree. When I slide this Christmas tree up in you and I pull it out, oh, believe me, it's going to pull out some white meat. It's going to pull out your inside. So you better think twice before I use this Christmas tree on you. Theme song is catchy. We need more, bro. We need a lot more brothers like Cutes. Q's whole message is much needed in today's world. I give him and his message the utmost respect. Best quote I heard this year was when Crazy Dog said, people ask how he what? Mumpy said Q's didn't have no friends when he was down because he didn't like the joke. No, real talk. Q's, man, I was on the phone. I was on the phone with Q's and Mumpy one time. I think this is the first time I was on the phone with them two together. And Mom was like, damn, Q's, man, how come you used to be in the corner by yourself on the yard? No, first he said, man, Q's is crazy. Q's didn't say nothing. And he said, Q's, why you used to be in the corner by yourself on the yard? And Q said, because I didn't know if y'all liked me. And Mom said, come on, Cuse, we all loved you. You was the big homie. Q said, but I didn't know that. He said, you telling me now. Y'all didn't tell me that then. I didn't know what y'all was thinking about me or saying about me. So I had to be over there by myself. That way, couldn't nobody attack me, and I could see y'all, I could watch y'all, and I could see who I'm going to hit. Like, damn, Cuse was dead serious up in there. But Cuse told me, though, he did a lot of shoe time. So when Cuse came out the shoe, Cuse didn't really know what was going on, who was mad at him, who embraced him, or whatever. And he didn't really give a damn, because the only thing on his mind was going back to the shoe, get a little fresh air, and go back to the shoe. Man, yeah, he was a machine though, man. I don't know about the only thing you ever hear about Cuse is Cuse was crazy. And you know, crazy can be good, crazy can be bad. Crazy could just be an adjective to describe a person, and no ill feelings meant. You feel me? But everybody just got good, great things, solid things to say about Cuse. That's what I love. That's why I used to trip when people was like, they never heard of Cuse. He must do his time on SNY. Like, what? You ain't heard of Cuse? SNY? What? All the stories about Cuse on the main line? How and when was he SNY? Like, y'all got the wrong dude. And what's even more amazing is that he can't speak on the east side, right? But damn, Cuse grew up on the east side. They didn't move off the east side till he was like 7 years old. And he can't speak on the east side. And then he knew more about Mad Dog and Moto, Number One, Eki, Craig Craddock, Raymond Washington, Bulldog. He knew about all these dudes better than dudes on the east side know about. I think the Jamel Barnes comment pissed people off or made people jealous of Cuz. That's all. Cuz is definitely reputable and official, solid frontliner that didn't live off nobody else's reputation. To me, it can misinterpret it, especially when people don't know you. Oh yeah, absolutely. But you got to figure out how crazy, how the word is being used. You know what I'm saying? OG Cuse was well traveled, east and west side, without question. Marcus, good looking out, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah. Cuse was well traveled, east and west side. I think he already proved that. The bottom line is nobody say anything about Cuse anymore, right? Because now people know his pedigree and learned about him and see how he handles himself and how he really has a message for youth and even actual active gangbangers, active shooters and stuff. Like, you might cut your wrists, man, when you first get to the yard, man. You got so much time. Or you might just lay down, man, and roll it up. You might go SNY. You might PC up. Like Goodfellas. Oh, I'm funny. Oh, I'm a joke. Right. Yeah. Slow poke. No smut on his name. No smut on his name. He was my best friend. He was my best friend. We need a country song with Cuse. He was my best friend. He was my best friend. Hey, nobody made a comment about that moving on up to the east side theme song in Rooster video. I know y'all peeped that up. Y'all had to peep moving on up to the east side. Lakers lost. Damn, they was winning when I went live. They lose all the time. I bet LeBron didn't do shit. Oh yeah, Cuse know his oldies for sure. But it's not like Cuse had to learn his oldies. Cuse grew up in an era listening to oldies, so he ain't like some of us. We got to find out about the Shirelles and all those old singers, right? They applauded Cutes at Monster's funeral. Oh man, I never heard that. That's what's up, man. That's cool. The Lakers blew it again. That theme song had you with him and Monster was too cute. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Almost like your profile, huh? Just too cute. LeBron dropped 33. You know what they used to say about Kobe and Jordan, though. 33 ain't shit if your team don't win. The who? Lakers, never heard of them. Oh, I hope you ain't another Clipper fan. Shit. Keep in mind that at that time Q's grew up, they were not oldies. Oh yeah, absolutely. It was just the current music. Absolutely. And two, they had the 4 tracks and the 8 tracks, and they used to have house parties. Like these kids now ain't going to no house party. They don't know nothing about no music. They go to YouTube and find music, or they go to Spotify, Apple Music. They ain't actually feeling the air or the aura. They not in the party seeing what people was dressed like and the afros and the cake cutters and the slacks, the bell bottoms, the big old fly collars. They ain't feeling the atmosphere. They just going finding a song. Oh, I like this song. Q-Snap was actually living in the times. That was Rob and Big, not Wang, fool. And when Monster dropped that freestyle honor Cutes, you can tell he appreciated it. Then I'm sure that's a lasting memory. Do you have a pick for an oldies band with an album title for me? I'm sure my audience does, because I don't. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, the Robins, that's right up Q's alley. My pops had an 8-track player in his Oldsmobile 98 Regency in the early 80s. LeBron and Westbrook played well, but the Lakers had no shoot. Man, the Lakers was balling inside, man. They was scoring inside the paint. They might not have enough shooters, but they was getting inside. Man, I'm glad I came up last century. Clippers, oh gosh, not another Clipper fan. These young dudes don't dance with chicks, no way. I didn't dance with chicks either, man. What you saying, fool? I'm going to roll with the youngsters on this one, man. And you find a chick that ever danced with me, fool. Other than the night Peanut say I was drunk. Man, I don't dance, fool. I can't dance, man. LL Cool J made a song about me. You can't dance. You can't dance. Care what era of music makes you go back to memories. Benny and the Jets. Friday night, living it up, oh yeah. I had 2 left feet. You absolutely right. Care boogie, you don't dance, man. I couldn't boogie, I couldn't dance, I couldn't do nothing. Mac don't dance, he boogie, man. I don't dance, boogie. I don't hit my rolling. I don't do none of that. I don't hit my brimming. What other songs they got? I don't know how to do none of that shit. Nigga, I don't even know how to do the funky chicken, nigga. Man, I don't know how to do none of that. Some fool hit me up, right? He said, Mac, I remember you from way back in the day. I remember when you used to break dance. No, you got the wrong nigga, homie. Like, go on and admit you don't know me from back in the day, or go on and admit your mistake, nigga. What the hell was I doing? Spinning on my head, nigga? Was I doing the helicopter, nigga? Like, you got the wrong dude, homie. 60s and 70s, hit your oaks. Oh, I don't know how to hit my oaks. I don't know how to do none of that shit. Western Ave, teach me how to hit my rolling, homie. Let me find out Kev was out there pop lock. Man, I couldn't pop lock, but I used to be at the pop lock battles that always turned into fights. I stopped being a Clipper fan when my brain developed as a youth. Yeah, I'm with that, man. I'm definitely with that. Man, Memphis don't want LeBron, man. What do you mean? So no questions? No questions, y'all? Yeah. Crystal, you ready to give my outro, Crystal? I noticed Crystal gives my outro before I'm ready to exit. She'll be like, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button on your way out. I'll be like, damn, Crystal, I still had 25 minutes to go. Oh, and to Eyeball Torrez, if you're still listening, you had it right, but you admitted you didn't know. No, Roscoe was the homie. My oldest brother, Ben, then my brother, Loco Bam. So you had Loco Bam right, and you had Roscoe as a friend right. Roscoe as a brother, no. I didn't have no brother named Roscoe. Roscoe was like a brother. That might be what you got confused. Roscoe was like a brother. He used to give people our address. He used our address a lot. You know, he trusted us a whole lot. And so he was like a brother. But Roscoe was my homeboy, my closest homeboy, as far as when I say closest homeboy, we did so much together that supersedes what I've done with so many other homies. Key Carter, Chief Bell. Oh, okay. Uh, if S Mac, if you're watching tonight, check your WhatsApp. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, good looking out. Tender females are easy, Kel. Oh yeah? Shit. How many you hit? Where they at? I got a question. How was the company? Oh man, I chilled with Miss Butterfinger last night, man. I had two Butterfingers. So I guess I had a threesome last night. And I had this chocolate cupcake. So I guess I had a foursome last night. Two Butterfingers and a chocolate hostess cupcake. Roscoe was 2 months my elder. You ran out quick on that interview. Yeah, I ran out to eat some sweets in a bologna sandwich. Man. I slept good last night though. Shit, my cable was off. So right after I went live, my Wi-Fi went out, my cable went out and shit, and so I didn't even get to watch TV last night. I didn't get to watch Dateline, First 48, or the news. So after I ate that candy and stuff, I'm like, man, I'm out. I slept good as hell last night. Got up early this morning. And that's why when I started to live, I said I had a good day today. I really had a good day today. Probably because I got my rest. Kevmac went to bed on a sugar high. Not last night, man. Man, are you crazy? Two Butterfingers and a Hostess cupcake ain't no sugar high, man. That ain't nothing. Nah, man. Yeah. It was oral for sure. It was oral. No, I just thankfully, you know what? This is how I know y'all don't believe in God. So I'm gonna just say this is how things work. This is how the universe works, right? Me and Cuse came on, we asked for $15 a piece. And y'all blessed Cuse really well. So again, thank you guys on behalf of Cuse. Well, with me, y'all did all right by me, right? So I was satisfied. But what I didn't know, yeah, I got a fire stick, but you have to have Wi-Fi to watch the fire stick. So look, this is how the universe works. So I go to bed And I get text messages from Cox Cable talking about they have an outage in the area. So, okay, I got an outage. When I get up this morning to check the news, I get a text that say the outage is over. Your cable should be back restored. I don't have no cable, so I called the cable company. And I needed to make a small payment in order to get my service back going. And then I got a big payment on the 26th. So the money y'all cashed at me last night, instead of me having the 15 or so to help get me through to Monday, sometimes you got to sacrifice. I paid the Wi-Fi bill, and here I am right now, and I got cable. I was watching the Laker game before I came home. So, yeah. Spectrum probably does have the best Wi-Fi, but Vegas is like cornered. Most spots in Vegas just got Cox. And where I live at, I got to have Cox or DirecTV. So thank you for the Spectrum plug. Spectrum did put something in my mailbox saying they was coming to this area soon. But right now, nah, we not a Spectrum ready complex. Cox Cable got a contract with some people to where they're able to come on the premises and store their shit, unless you want a DirecTV. Well, here's the thing. Chilly Willy, Millie Vanilli looking. No, look, here's the thing. For those that talk to me on the phone, for those of you that ever talk to me, I live in a bad area. So I don't always get service on the phone. And when I'm on the phone talking to people, it goes in and out. So there's no possible way I could use a hotspot to turn on the Fire Stick. It's just impossible. It just can't happen. Sometimes I can't even text because it's a bad area. So I got to use Wi-Fi on my phone. So there you have it, Chilly Willy. That answers your question, homie. Spectrum is trash too. All right, so there goes somebody goes against what you said. Bad area meaning reception, homie. Bad area equal reception. Remember, Too Pretty came on and told y'all I live in a nice area. Remember? Seattle Flea? This area ain't considered the hood, homie. Till the rest of the niggas from LA start moving in. I moved to Vegas like a year ago. I don't get no service in a lot of areas. Yeah, I feel you. Where I live at, I don't get good reception at all. I got to use the Wi-Fi. And even the Wi-Fi goes out sometimes. It don't go out for long, but it does go out. Yeah, Cox is pretty crooked. Cox is absolutely pretty crooked. What makes me so funny? Am I a clown? Do I amuse you? What makes me so funny? Tell me what makes me so funny. Goodfellas, you're my best friend. I would imagine it's a lot of bad spots service-wise in Vegas. But you know what, man? I mentioned this before. Me coming up, I had all the different phones. From the Radio Shack phone to the beige brick phone, flip phones, the chirps, all of that, right? So they didn't have these problems back in the day. Nigga, I could go up under the house, nigga. What up, Crazo? You could go anywhere, homie. You could probably get buried 10 feet below the ground. Nigga, you could be in your grave, in your casket, and probably make a phone call back in the day. So I don't know what they done now. I think all these different towers and making it to where you have to connect to a certain tower in different areas. I think that messes things up. But it wasn't no bad area back in the day until the chirps came out. When the chirps came out, it was bad areas. Start sounding like you underwater or a robot or a computer talking to you. Right? What's up, though, Crazo? What up, CJ? What's going on, homeboy? CJ, when do you first remember the Brims? What's the first year you remember hearing of the Brims and seeing the Brims? What's your take on that, OG? Big ass antennas on the phone was the key. That could be it, possibly. But even the small flip phones with the tiny antenna didn't have no problems with reception. Or how about that little itty bitty phone that didn't even have but a little tiny ass antenna? You see the Hawks beat out? I did see that. I seen Luke and them was balling that first half. Like they came back from behind, took the lead. But the boy with the ears like mine, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about, a little light-skinned nigga with the ears like this. Trey Young. Trey Young got to go into the rack alley-ooping on their ass, man. You feel me? Baby Crazo, great live stream, bro. I appreciate that. Misha G, give Kev Mac dancing lesson. I don't need nobody teaching me no dancing. Only dancing lesson I need is if I ever get married. If I get married, I'll let somebody teach me how to slow dance. You know? So I can dance at the wedding, right? Otherwise, when it's time to dance, I'm going to just moonwalk backwards. I'm going to make sure I wear some Romeos. And I'm going to put some oil on the bottom of the Romeos just in case. And I'm going to slide. I'm going to glide backwards. Like Michael Jackson, I'm gone. Y'all ain't going to see me no more. Y'all going to be like, where'd Kev Mac go? What is this fool done left his wedding? Like, what's that about? But I'm going to let the bride know. If you want to dance with me, I'm gone before the dance is over with, all right? I'll see you back at the hotel afterwards. I'll see you on the plane for the honeymoon. I remember hearing of Brims before Crips. Okay, that's what Cute said. That's what's up. And you was on the east side with the original Crips. So what you think? What you think, CJ? 1968 or 1969? Crystal, I am a rhythmless nation dance like the Chinese lady from Soul Train. Oh, well, you might make the perfect wife. Like, ain't got to worry about us doing no dancing at the what? See, that's what I'm talking about. I need a girl like that. Oh, damn, Terrell Brown, you gave us some cool info, homie. Damn, Terrell Brown, we didn't know that shit. Damn. Next question is, where is USC located, man? Like, geographically. What streets, homie? Had no idea. Man, I thought USC was in Farm Dog Hood, nigga. Man, Western Ave, how old was you in 68? J Ship, how old was you in 68? I'm asking somebody from the east side that was on deck back then and know the major players. Nah, it ain't Eyeball's book. Eyeball did a review on my book. As you can see the title, Phenomenal Book Review. Not Phenomenal Book, Phenomenal Book Review. So I'm responding to Eyeball's book review, which I thought was pretty good. Kev, don't do him like that. I'm just saying, man. This nigga gonna tell us USC is in Bram. Nigga didn't even say which Bram hood. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just come out of left field with that. Like somebody didn't know where USC was. So, like, damn, I mean, Terrell Brown, come on, you lacing us with history and geographics, nigga. Be more detailed. Come on with it. I'm listening. I'm paying attention, nigga. Damn, Kev firing off shot. No, I'm just saying, man, that came out of left field, man. We know what USC is, nigga. Crazy old Raymond Crip East Coast. See, that's why we don't have no allies. You know what I mean? Like, it be rolling coaster into a full Trey gangster come around. It's rolling coaster to a Raymond Crip come around. Like, nigga, y'all put everybody before the 60s when somebody else come around, nigga. That's why it's always been 6-0, 9-0. The 9-0s don't act like that. You feel me? I'm joking, but I'm for real, though. Have you ever Home of the Body Bag by Chill Right? Yeah, absolutely. On Hood, East Coast. Y'all niggas crazy. 6 times more. Y'all crazy, man. Mm. I wanted to do a segment. I'm gonna do about 10 more minutes because I know y'all tired of 3 hour lives, right? But I want to do a segment on the rappers in the gang module when I was in there. Gangsters moving coast to coast. That was C-Rag and them from Six Deuce East Coast. And they would yell that song and it would get popping. Gangsters moving coast to coast. It would be loud as hell. Gangsters moving coast to coast. And when they yelled gangsters, we would shake the bars. So we like busting on the gangsters. And then you had dudes that would yell, rolling songs or whatever. Rolling coaster. And when they do the rolling, they would bust back. They busting on the rolling. Rolling coaster. And the Hoovers would be busting on us too. Hoovers would be busting on us when they sing rolling coaster. Let me see. Solo from H.A. Gangster. He had a song. What was his song? I forgot what his song was. It was hard. And he would name some of their dead homies. So we would be respectful and we wouldn't bust on him when he talked about his dead homie. But Solo could get down. Let me see. Oh, I remember one part. Opie, Schoolboy, and Baby Side. I mean, them niggas was talented, man. They had some hard ass songs up in there. So you had the Gear Gangs, you had the Rolling Coaster, you had Gangsters Moving Coast to Coast, you had the Gangsters, Gang Stars. Schoolyards used to sing that Volume 10 song. I remember Screwy from Schoolyard. Pistol grip pump on my leopard all the time. And everybody would get fired up. The Schoolyards and the A-Tray Gangsters. Pistol grip pump on my leopard all the time. And he would sing that whole song. Can't remember who else had a song, but he used to go down up in there. Baby Bam from Six Deuce East Coast. I think I said Lil Bam in one of my stories, but it was Baby Bam. Crazy, that's a good one. Roller Coaster Until. Kev, they say your live's been off the chain in 2020. I heard the same thing. I'm sorry I got to disappoint y'all tonight, but absolutely, man. They say we've been killing the game. Cutes. Crazy dog. Crazo again. Absolutely, man. Dude from Colorado, man. My pops is Loco Mo, rest in peace from NHB. I still ain't let go of that Crazo had his wife finish off Jimmy Lavender in that pool game story. Y'all didn't have 5 dudes, 6 rap? Nah, because we didn't get along at that time. Big Devil, what up? Too Pretty Kenny. Too Pretty Kenny came on live, absolutely. Oh, Too Pretty Kenny turned it up. How I leave Too Pretty Kenny out? TPK was off the hook. He did that Jerry Lewis telethon. That was off the hook. Did the Long Beach 20 sing that role? Why y'all always ask that? No, they did not. Keith Kloss came through. Yeah, Keith Kloss came through. TPK was getting kept. Hey, TPK, Shotty Mac, what up, homeboy? Cool Breeze, man. Cool. Been a lot of talk about Cool Breeze, man, with a K. Cool Breeze from Brim was that dude. That was one of Q's best friends. Q's told me today, Cool Breeze from Brim was one of his best friends. Q's was cool with them Brims, man. Yeah, he ran it up. Without question, he ran it up. Craze on Kloss together was dope. Appreciate you, Cool Breeze. Homicide is looking for Kev for killing these lies. Oh, shit. Don't tell me I'm about to be arrested again. Ha, ha, ha. Staying alive. Staying alive. Oh, I'm going to have to get a Saturday Night Fever intro for y'all. Damn. Never thought of that one. The Beats 2 is not aligned with the LAO car like that. Not the neighborhoods, right? TPK is a trip and a half. My brother told me, he functioned with some Long Beach O's, though. Depending on the yard and how deep the Insanes and Hoovers are, they mess with the homies. They mess with the West Side O's. But it ain't like wherever you go, you know what I'm saying? It's not like everybody's seen or participated in that. But there are some yards where it go like that. Depend on the politics of a yard or the atmosphere on that yard at the time. KP Video News, y'all, what up? Devil and Slick had the ladies going wild. Slick for sure had them going wild. Devil always got them crazy stories, boy. Devil's old freak. See, the Virgos starting to come up in here now. We starting to let the Virgos up in here. KMV for the win. Good looking out, man. Appreciate it. Numbers going back up right now. I'm crazy. Oh, Jay Ship, you spelled Slick wrong. He might not like that, man. My brother-in-law, rest in peace, Long Beach 20s killer. Wait. Let's be clear. His name was Killer from Long Beach 20s? Or what? Let's be clear. Long Beach is tricky politics. I got two brothers from 20s. They never ran with the O car like they was with Compton and Watts. Well, in some instances, when they're not tripping, they will roll with the Long Beach and Compton, or Long Beach and the Hoovers. But politics get real tricky, like you said. They politics is different from LA. Share, Cash App, subscribe, like the KMV live chat Wednesday night. Today's only Wednesday. Why I feel like Thursday to me? Damn, it's only Wednesday. Good looking out, Kenneth Johnson. Good looking out. You got any homies from your hood that are Samoans? No. Baltimore Rolling Golden in the building. Okay, Baltimore Rolling Golden in the building, man. Slap some DJ Quick. It's his birthday today. Man, we're going to have a promoter come on here, man, and talk some more trash, homie. Talking about, man. Just in case Kenneth Johnson the only one that got it. You got, depend on the yard. See, Crazo said it depend on the yard. And then even on the yard, it depend on the atmosphere, because it might be cool one minute, something could crack off the next. Or somebody could say something disrespectful. Anything can happen to make shit shift a little bit, right? But for the most part, the alliances and the cars, they're already cemented in stone. It is Thursday. It's probably Thursday where you at. My phone says Wednesday. There was a Uso from ETG. They call him C-Style or something like that. I can't believe Slick pissed. Slick likes piss. I mean, why not, man? That's why they call it golden showers, man. Did you believe R. Kelly liked it? Would you believe Shaniqua might like it? I mean, what's wrong with people liking to get pissed on? It ain't my thing, but I believe it. Like, that ain't nothing wild and outrageous, right? Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Yeah, on the East Coast, it's Thursday for sure. I feel y'all on that. But what's up though? Y'all think I should end this shit or keep going? When the old card was formulated, I like when Mumpy say that. It really ain't though. Crystal probably like to get pissed on too. Or do you like to do the pissing, Crystal? That's nasty as hell. Like, if you piss on a dude, right? Like, you gotta piss on him on the way out. Like, nigga, I'm gonna piss on him. I'm gonna put my clothes on. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave that pissy dude laying right there with a hard thing. You know what I'm saying? Pee and leave. Do like a dog when a dog pisses on a fire hydrant. Just piss and keep pushing. Like, if you piss on a dude, what do you do next? Like, do you kiss on him? Do you kiss the piss? Do you lick the piss off his chest, off his face? Like, what go? Never mind. I don't even want to know what goes on after that. Like, that's personal. Let's keep that personal. Whatever y'all do, just, that's your business. I guess because people find it gross, J shit. It's gross. I'm classy. I square. Ooh, I like that, Crystal. That's what's up. Thumbs up, Crystal. Thumbs up. What you came up on in the LA Rise? We had the garage full of beer. Nothing. Baby diapers. Baby diapers and shit. That might be it, man. Maybe some cereal, some Dig 'em Smack, some Fruit Loops, some peanut butter cereal, and a bunch of diapers. Some socks for the baby. Gotta remember, my son was born March 9th, so I had a newborn baby when the rise came. A newborn son. I don't know. I've got a better idea for a show. I piss. I mean, I don't piss, I squirt. I think that's a better idea for a show. So we'll give credit to Crystal for coming up with the idea. Devil said, just make sure you don't catch it when that's, oh my goodness. Oh, you done killed it now, Devil. Like, it ain't even fun and funny no more. It's just sick now. Straight sick. Dang, David Perez. David Perez got a question for you, Big Devil. Damn, y'all some sick individuals, man. But if you like it, I love it. Some men part the Red Sea. Be looking like Carrie when she was on stage. You were smart. Diapers get expensive. Christian Amani. Good looking out, Christian Amani. It wasn't no rainbows in because it would have been a stitch of clothing left. Boy, y'all crazy as heck up in here. I guess I'll stick around till we dip under 200. What y'all think? It's still kind of early. I don't normally eat my sweets until after 11 o'clock. So 11 to 12 o'clock is reserved for my sweets. In my younger days, I used to tell girls I'm a Crip. I ain't scared of no blood. Oh my goodness. J Ship, you worse than the Virgos, homie. Damn. You sound like you Jamaican now, homie. You Belizean or you Jamaican, bro? I had a good friend, a good homie, like a family member to me, lose his girl because of Jamaican. Got down with her at that time a month, and she was amazed. She liked it. She loved it. She said she had a spell put on her. She was hypnotized, and she left the homie for that Jamaican. That Jamaican didn't have no money, a raggedy car, put some babies in her, beat her up. Leave a good man for a man that like you at that time of month. I heard that. Hey, Willie Will, good looking out, my brother. Don't even trip. A bunch of ones is better than a bunch of nuns, man. A bunch of ones and twos, they add up. No purple, no yellow, no green, white, nor red wings. Damn. Thongs and high heels, somebody talking my language now. He said, candy apple stick ain't gonna kill you, Lo. They do big, oh my goodness. Like Detroit, I got Red Wing. Man, y'all sick, man. Y'all gotta take this stuff somewhere else, man. Like y'all above my pay grade, man. What's Cute's Cash App, Big Kev? Show him some love for always coming through for us. $ Cutes 777. Remember that song? 7779311. How many of you players had a girl write down her number on a piece of paper and slide it to you? And you jump in the car thinking you just bust a bad one, and you pull out that paper and you show the homie, nigga, I got her number, and the homie say, nigga, that number don't work. That's 7779311. And the dummy be like, how you know that? How you know her phone number? Fool, because it's a song. Nigga. Everybody listen to the radio know that phone number. I don't like seeing my own blood either, man. So I damn sure don't want to see nobody else's. You right about that, Brian Harris. They say never, huh? 294-3301. I could answer that question. 294-3301. That was my first phone number, man. 6th grade. 294-3301. I remember my mama number. And then was 213s back in the day. That is old schoolish right there. 7779311. Thank the Lord Cuse ain't in here for the Freaknik. No, they wouldn't act like that in front of Cuse. They'd be too worried about getting stabbed. What OG Bam say? Cuse only went after the big dudes. He went to the biggest dudes on the yard. He didn't go after nobody his size. That was a real number. It was a pager shot back in the day. Really? Like when? Because that number never worked. That number probably still don't work. And we know it ain't no pager shot. Oh, I don't even think it had an area code back then. It probably worked in whatever state you in, right? Still don't work. That number ain't never worked. You probably didn't really live in LA, so it was probably a pager shop wherever you at, Chris. Krista was calling the number from the city that she's in, right? Sky Pager, may we help you? In LA, that number ain't never worked. That's why you gave the number out. Yeah, all LA was 213 at one point. Absolutely. Q said he don't need no big old giant phone. He cool with the phone he got. Whenever it break or go out, he just go get another phone. Like Q's don't realize he done already bought an iPhone. He just didn't buy it at once. All them cheap phones he bought, he done already bought an iPhone. 323 came later, man. 323 is a new thing, man. Shout out to Bruce Springsteen. Crystal, did you see Morris Day around town? Yes, it did. It was in my state. Yeah, like I said, you not in California. You be talking all that back when we was young stuff, but yeah, I know you're not in California, not in LA, because that number ain't never worked in LA. I think the phone company decided to never make that a working number in LA. So I was right, though. I was right. I just always see popping like back in the day. Back in the day, 213-415 Bay Area, 916 Sacramento. Well, I don't know, because I remember 714 and 818. I can't remember when they came out, but I remember 714 was Orange County. 818 was like San Fernando Valley. Sacktown 906, like I said. No disagreements there. .415, the Bay Area, as I said, it wasn't just Frisco. It's that whole area, Oakland and everything else. 714 was also Inland Empire, right? 714 was before the 510, I'm pretty sure. Because we would always call around Stockton 209. I don't remember when Stockton got their area code. But yeah, definitely 209. I think 209 came later. I could be wrong, but I thought it came later. It could have been when I was young. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. We talking about area codes, so you know we ain't got nothing else to talk about. It's time to go. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. 209 came later. 619 was San Diego. Absolutely. But I'm gonna go, man. We talking area codes, nigga. People leaving up out of here. We down to 203 viewers. I'm out of here, y'all. Good looking out for the cash apps, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to go eat some candy, man. I might make a spread tonight. I mean, because, see, a spread will help last for a week. Misha G, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Compton Girl, Monique Hill, all the rest of you baddies, y'all in violation. Y'all didn't show up tonight. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.